I just want to bring this up. I watched a few episodes of Power Rangers now that's on TV, the original, the Mighty Morphin, and I watched the episode where the Kimberly character was in like an airplane and the pilot passed out or something. Yeah, the pilot passed out. I watched the episode and she's in the plane with the pilot, the and Bulk and Skull, and all three of them pass out. Okay, like Bulk and Skull pass out because they're cowards. But she's freaking out like she doesn't know how to fly the plane, and I'm like, who wrote this? This character flies the friggin' Power Ranger aircraft, flies the friggin' pterodactyl. Like, who decided to make this character the one in the airplane, the one freaking out when they're in the airplane when they fly an alien fighter jet? Like, I mean, the pterodactyl probably goes like supersonic or something. The story made no sense. I mean, there's a few other episodes like that where the story doesn't make any sense. But it doesn't. I mean, like it would make more sense if you would have like the Yellow Ranger, the one that does all the stuff on the ground. You know, that would have made more sense for her to freak out in the airplane instead of the friggin' Power Ranger fighter pilot. That I don't know who wrote that episode, but I don't know. It seemed kind of dumb. Did they forget that the Pink Ranger flies the friggin' pterodactyl dinosaur fighter plane thing? I mean, like, even when they go up to like the ninja in the movie, that same character flies another aircraft. And then when they go to like to the like when they do the Thunderzords again, another aircraft. That character's whole thing as a Power Ranger is flying friggin' alien fighter jets. I know it's weird to nitpick an old episode like that, but it seems weird that somebody would write that. Because they're always complaining about writers not knowing the characters now. We had some of that back then too, from what I can tell. I'm sorry, but if the Pink Rangers are friggin' flying a friggin' alien like fighter jet. So like, I get someone who flies a fighter jet that goes supersonic, or light or whatever the top speed of those things are. I mean, we have right back then it's detached. I mean, there's some episodes of like the Batman series too where the characters are out of personality, along with the original Next Generation movie, or all four of those movies actually. How do these people? I mean, they got bad writing now. We got it back then too, obviously, where the writers don't know the source material. All four Star Trek Next Generation movies, the characters are out of sync. There's a few episodes of Power Rangers. And then, like with anime shows like Transformers, there's a lot of animated mistakes. Like the character will be the wrong color, or they'll get the name wrong, or whatever. Like, I mean, Transformers has got a lot of that because they use different studios for each season. There is no animated Transformers. The one series that never had that problem that I enjoy was Robotech. Robotech has very little flaws in it from what I've seen. Like it was almost like perfect character development, perfect everything. Like, I mean, when you put it on, but like I said, when you watch it on DVD, but when they edit it for TV, there's some stuff they took out. But it's just weird. Out of all the shows I have, that is the show with the less flaws in it. A Japanese anime. All the other, I mean, He-Man, there's like, He-Man is more or less just recycled crappy animation. That's the one thing I noticed about He-Man and She-Ra, is there's a lot of recycled scenes with just different voiceovers. I mean, so it makes the show kind of boring to watch. I mean, I'd say the top cartoons I have are G.I. Joe, 1980s, Robotech and Voltron are pretty good as far as like less mistakes. I don't know, I just find it weird that even back then we had writers in the writing room of some of these shows that wrote out of moments for the characters. I guess whoever wrote that didn't know the pterodactyl Pink Ranger was basically a jet fighter pilot. Like, it would have made so much sense if Alpha's like, oh, well, you're in that older plane, that Earth plane, well, just think about this when you fly the pterodactyl. I mean, that would have been a simple line, I'm sorry. I mean, I get it that, okay, the other characters in the plane passed out, but I'm sorry, but a fighter pilot would not freak out flying a Cessna. I know it's a fictional show, but it's just like I said, there's other episodes, other things like that, other writing like that in older shows where the characters are totally out of their element. It doesn't make any sense. So I mean, all the writing now, the characters are inconsistent. Like, look at every episode of Star Trek Voyager. The characters have completely different personalities. Some things, Janeway's a competent commander. The other way, she acting like a mother hen. 1 minute, one character is a complete mechanical genius. The next minute, they don't know nothing about mechanics. It's just weird. We had a lot of inconsistent writing back then, too. I don't understand it. Why did people not do character bios? To go by, like, hey, show Bibles or whatever. Like, hey, there's only one consistency about Captain Janeway's personality in Voyager from what I've seen of it, is she's addicted to caffeine. She loves her coffee. So, that's the only thing that's consistent to that character's personality, is she's a coffeeaholic. Nothing else is consistent to her personality. I just don't get it. It used to be if you wrote a character, or the rule is if you write a character, you write a character profile. You put things like their favorite, like their favorite dinner, like you did with the Sims, or the original Sims. You'd pick their favorite food, their favorite color, their favorite music. I know it's a lot of stuff to put into a bio, but that's the reason they made file cards and crap like that on the old G.I. Joe figures. So they knew who those characters were and what those characters were and were not capable of. How come nobody does that anymore? Even though the characters, mostly what they're using now, they're recycling characters from the 50s and 60s and just screwing their personalities up. When I'm pretty sure some were a Marvel in some dusty old envelope somewhere, written by Stan Lee, Jack Kirby, Steve Ditko, and I think the guy's name is Frank Smith or whatever that did Punisher. I don't know his name, it's Frank something. But, and Larry Hamm, I'm pretty sure somewhere there's an archive with all the details of all those characters and some binder somewhere in the office's archives. For every character Marvel ever wrote. For every, I'm pretty sure. That's what I don't get. These characters have history and they're screwing them up in the modern age. When they have the show Bibles, the character bios, everything the original creators had. And I'm bringing this up because Halo screwed up the same way. You guys have the original script, the original material to write the characters the right way, but you still want to do it like retards. I swear, if the entertainment industry dies, it's because the writers are retarded. And I'm pretty sure all these facilities have archives and of all these different things about the characters in the universes that these people can go dig out of a storage warehouse or something. I swear, it's like the word writer should be replaced with retarded.